Hello everyone, it's Brent and Camden back with another video from BC Dubs. What's about it, Camden?
Today we're going to be showing some of our other games.
Yeah, another video game video. We did one last week. It turned out to be pretty popular. I think we got like 53 views on it so far, which is pretty good for us, for newbies to the YouTube. So I asked Camden, I'm old school, he's new school, so I'll be talking about NES, I'll be talking about Switch. I asked him just a few minutes ago to go and pick him out 5 more games that he wants to talk about today, and I came out here and picked out 5 for myself that I want to talk about. We're out here again, we're in the man cave. Got the old classic NES console right here in the back, listening to a little UFO on vinyl, you know how we like to do it. And I think today we'll start with Camden. He's got some games he wants to show you guys. And what we'll do is a little back and forth. He'll show you guys one, and then I'll show you guys one. So Camden, what do you got?
Alright, first thing I got, which I just want to say hello everyone. First thing I got, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I really like the game. It's just a couple things. The first thing, I'm an easy kind of guy, I like some easy games. I play some hard ones, I'm pretty more of an easy. This is it's pretty hard, to be honest. It's a little hard. I really want to get Tears of the Kingdom because I want to see how that play out. But honestly, this game is pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's like how do I say it? Like the world kinda. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, open world. Yeah.
It's an open world game. I like open world games. They're pretty fun. And yeah, this is just a great game. I love the premise, and yeah, pretty good.
Okay, yeah, I gotta agree with Cam. I think everybody may be familiar with Breath of the Wild for the Switch. It is a game that you have to continue to play to stay, to understand and continue to understand all the things you have to do in the game. If you set it down for an extended period of time, you may have to start back over because you may have forgotten some stuff that you have to do. Great game though. Really, Nintendo really hit it out of the park on that one. Breathtaking graphics on that game. Really enjoy it. For me, I think I want to go with Camden. We talked about its predecessor in our last video. For me, we're going to go with Ninja Gaiden 2. Now, if Ninja Gaiden wasn't hard enough, they come at you with Ninja Gaiden 2. And let me tell you, they didn't make it any easier. But still, a great classic game for the NES. There were 3 total Ninja Gaidens for the NES. There might not be one person alive that's beat all 3. I'm sure. That's a joke, of course. I'm sure there has. I am now 44. Just had a birthday this weekend.
Happy late birthday.
Ninja Gaiden came out in 1987 or 1988, maybe 1990, something like that. I still haven't beaten that one. So, why I bought 2 before I beat 1, I'll never know. Ninja Gaiden 2 on the NES. If you're new into collecting games for the NES, graphically you can't go wrong.
Honestly, gotta agree with him. Ninja Gaiden, it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got, Cambo?
For number 4, I got
I really like this game.
Rayman Legends. Let me tell you,
Hold it up a little bit so everybody can see. Yeah.
I've never played a Rayman game in my life before this. And let me tell you something. If you're into Rayman, if you are a Mario fan and you like Nintendo, this game's for you. A Mario fan, why I said that, it's kind of a little like Mario. I'd say Rayman's a little like Mario.
And what makes it like Mario, Kim?
It's an adventure kinda. You're going on trying to save these people, kind of like the Toads. And there's kings and queens. Mm-hmm. Well, there's no king in Mario, but we know Princess Peach and yeah. So I gotta agree. Like I said, I've never played a Rayman game before, but this game will get you hooked into Rayman.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's such a good game. Every level is just the animation for the game is it's crazy. I love it. Rayman Legends.
Funny thing about that game, 2 years in the making, Kenan would be out and like, Dad, can I get a new game? And sometimes, of course, I'm like, no. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, sure. And I would always point that game out to Camden. He'd be like, oh, I don't want that. And then finally, I kind of forced him to get it since I was paying for it. And man, he couldn't put it down for about 2 weeks. Super fun game to play, easy to play graphically, super crisp. It's like playing a cartoon, really.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. All right, next for me. Any classic NES fan had this in their collection. Frustrating game. for a beat 'em up, it's one of the hardest ones. I think people would rather grab, like Ninja Turtles Arcade Edition if they're doing a beat 'em up, or of course, Double Dragon was a great beat 'em up, really easy to play. But I'm not talking about either one of those two, folks. I'm talking about Bayou Billy for the NES. This game is frustrating. It's one of those games that make you want to pick up your Nintendo, throw it out the window. See, Cam, that's what we used to do back in the day. We'd get so gamers rage so bad, we'd throw our controllers, we'd want to throw our console. I mean, it was rough. Bayou Billy, super hard to hit your enemies. Graphically, it's okay. The only reason I brought it up in this video is because it's a staple. I think anybody that's played the NES would know about Bayou Billy. Man, when you get to those alligators in the swamp, watch out. All right, Cam.
I've actually never heard of that game before, and I don't know. I can't say anything about it because I've never heard of it. Well,
That's okay.
It's in its collection now.
Yeah.
Now, a game that I got, which I had it, actually, when I got my first ever Switch, I've had 4 Switches. 3 of them broke.
His sister threw one in the bathtub one day. Man, he dropped one and crushed it by a door. Another one, it just wore out. They're not very durable Switch. I hope when they come out with a new console, they'll make a tougher console, especially if they're going to have a console that kids can tote around.
But now for Christmas, I have my OLED one. And
Yeah, you got a new OLED one.
And it has a case. So.
The Splatoon edition. Yeah. Oh, by the way, sorry, Camden. Sorry to cut you off. Before we go any further, I like to ask if you guys find this content suitable and you enjoy this kind of content, if you would leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And down below in the comments, what are some games that you guys are enjoying playing right now for no matter what the console is, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox, computer, classic consoles, or Switch? Let us know.
Yeah. Okay. And I got also agree with him one more thing. You got to turn the notifications on so you know when we post a new video.
That's right.
That's
right.
So the game I have, which when I got my first Switch, I'd say back in I think 2016. It was a while back. 2018, maybe 2018.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it was a while back. Actually, no, I think it was like 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was 2018. I have no idea. And this is a game that was a staple in the Switch community. Staple. Put it on there. I'm sure every Switch person that has a Switch has heard of this game. Of course, I'm talking about Super Mario Odyssey. Open world game. I'm telling you, man.
Let me get that. A lot of glare. We're getting some glare today.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey. Everybody knows this game. It's, Nintendo's classic Mario with a new console type game.
Yeah. I personally love it because of Cappy. Cappy is probably one of the best characters, in my opinion. Alright, that's my number 3.
Oh, you don't have anything you want to say about Super Mario Odyssey?
Oh, I thought you said it.
No, I was just trying to get the glare off the camera.
Great game. I love Cappy. Like I said, you can go on to anyone you want, and it can be a little frustrating, but once you get the hang of it, it gets pretty easy.
I gotta say, for me and my generation, they really hit it out of the park with Super Mario Odyssey. I mean, it's so cool. So many throwbacks to the original NES in that game. So many new things in that game. The Moon World, every time you think it's over, there's another more levels you need to play to beat the game. We have both beaten the game. I mean, who'd have thought Mario can be a T-Rex? I mean, just an amazing game with some of the early NES characters in that game. What's her name from Donkey Kong is in the game. Just an awesome game. If you get a Switch today and you haven't ever played a Switch, if you're a kid, grab Super Mario Odyssey. Let that be the first game you buy. I mean, it's just an amazing game. Okay. All right. Next, just another game I grabbed. Just kind of showing my collection. It doesn't really have any sentimental value or sentimental play for me. Is Tom and Jerry, the ultimate game of cat and mouse. This is one of those I don't know where I'm going games. Graphically, it's okay. It's fun to play. But yeah, Tom and Jerry, the ultimate game of cat and mouse. If you grew up back when I grew up, everybody knew who Tom and Jerry was. Saw this at the pawn shop, great price on it. I think they had it for like $3.99. So I just picked it up and threw it in my collection. Go on YouTube and look up some gameplay of this game and see if it's something maybe you want to add to your collection. Like I said, it's just kind of one of those I don't know where I'm supposed to go type games.
Yeah, I gotta agree with him. I'd kind of say it's a little like Sonic, because when you're in Sonic, you don't really know where you're going.
Yeah, well, no, not really, because Sonic, you got a beginning of the level to the end of the level. This one's just a maze. I don't know. Graphically, it's pretty good though for the NES. What you got next?
All right, my next pick is probably a game that every time my cousin would come over, me and him would play this game back to back to back for hours on end. And of course, the game I'm talking about, which is pretty good, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, baby. You already know. It's a great game. I love the premise. Every Nintendo character in a battle. You know what I mean? It's so good. They knocked it out the park. Nintendo did it again. Great game. Look at the art. I mean, all the characters. You can see Link, Mario, Kirby, Pikachu, all of them. Donkey Kong. It's just amazing. The power-ups in it, great. The things you can do and the combos, everything. It's a great game. Great game.
Yeah, Nintendo found a way to mix all of their classic characters into one game. Even more so than the Mario Kart games, they can put more characters into this game. So for the older player, it's got nostalgic purposes. I mean, Ness is in the game.
Yeah.
You know, and just all the Kirby, and the list goes on and on and on. All the greats. He's super good at it. I wouldn't want to pick up a controller and have to play him tomorrow because I'd probably get my butt kicked. You know what I mean? Yeah. Old guy, don't know much about it.
All right.
Anyway, next up for me, Kimbo. Let's see what we got. Oh, by the way, I call him Cambo. That's my nickname for him. Okay. We done Tom and Jerry's. Shooters. If you like shooters on the NES, you got to have this in your collection. Complete with book. It's the only game I have with the book. And we're talking about Tiger Heli by Acclaim. Super fun game to play. Easy to play. You're basically a helicopter, you're driving around, you're in a war zone, you're shooting tanks, you're shooting trucks, you're shooting other jets and other helicopters, you're shooting guns off of like aircraft carriers and things like that. A lot of replay value for me in this game. I played this game a lot as a kid. You know, I can't afford in-box copies of games. I mean, I just can't afford that. It's super expensive. And for what the games are, it's not really worth it to me. I'm collecting just for mostly nostalgic purposes. Maybe one day, if it's a monetary thing, I'll chase down some of these in-box games. But yeah, once again, Tiger Heli for the NES, fun game to play.
What is an inbox game, if you just mind me asking?
An inbox game or a complete inbox would be for me to go like we were at yesterday at Gamer's Edge, and I asked them. I went in there yesterday to Gamer's Edge with Camden, and I said, "Hey, do you have a copy of Castlevania? Because I don't have any of the Castlevania games yet." He's like, "Oh man, I don't have any loose. The only one I got's in box, $110." So an inbox game, and there's degrees of inbox for value. You know, if the box is all messed up or all crushed, all we're really looking for, and all I really be looking for, is the box, the cartridge itself, the dust cover, any stickers or pamphlets that came with that game, and the books. And the reason they're so hard to find, Cam, is when we were kids, we would get a new game, we'd pull the game out and throw the box in the trash. So the in-box games are super collectible. Basically, Cam, it'd be like this game here. If you went out 20, 30 years from now and wanted to buy it, and all you could find was the cart, but you were a whole collector, and you're like, "Hey man, you don't have it in the case," that's what we're talking about.
You just showed off my number one pick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That was my number one
Go
pick.
ahead, buddy. Talk about it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I actually got this game recently, literally yesterday.
Yesterday, you picked it up. Yeah.
I picked it up, and I've been wanting this game for a couple months, and it's a game that honestly it's like easy and hard in the middle between easy and hard, and I love it. Of course, the game I'm talking about, Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. You can see the cover. You know, it's got basically like a lot of villains. There's a lot of characters you can get in the game. It's like Spider-Man, Iron Man, different variants of that character. And to be honest, might become my favorite game on the Switch. It's a very underrated game. it's, in my opinion, might be one of the best games on the Switch.
Okay. So what is that called again, Cannon? Marvel Superheroes 2.
Lego.
I played a couple of the Lego games. I think you have Lego Batman as well.
Oh, yeah.
I played a couple of the Lego games, and I find him kind of frustrating to play. He knows what he's doing. Anyways, nice intro into this game. The last and final game we want to show you guys today. Now, this game is graphically great, gameplay is great, super short, easy to beat, fun to play, classic character. One of the best publishers on the NES, which was Sunsoft, graphically, and I'm talking about Batman. Batman. Anyway, super fun game to play. Got it, brought it home, popped it in. Couldn't put it down. So short, really. I mean, a complete game through walkthrough is only about 35 minutes if you don't die a bunch. But game functions, you know, wall grab. The weapons are plentiful. No cheap deaths. Plenty of continues. Doesn't start you all the way back at the beginning of the game. If you've never seen this gameplay, I suggest you go into YouTube, look up some gameplay. If you're looking to add to your collection from the NES, it'd be a must-have for any collectors, for any collector to put in their collection. Anyway, Kimmy, you have anything else you want to add?
I think so. Yeah, I have a game. I didn't bring it, but I just want to mention it. I think, yeah, I got it. Cuphead. To be honest, I don't have the game with me right now, but Cuphead.
I think everybody knows about Cuphead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it was so popular that they made me a show about it on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
Yeah. Cuphead's a great game. Make you want to pluck your eyeballs out. Super frustrating.
Yeah.
But really, really cool graphically how they designed that game. Really enjoyed playing Cuphead. Shame I can't get it in a physical card. It was only a digital download. But yeah, Cuphead. So anyway, we want to say thanks for watching the video. We hope you enjoy these videos between Camden and me and the old and the new. And just remember, please, if you find the video suitable for you, leave a like, subscribe, turn those bell notifications on. We're going to post a new video every single day. So yeah, bye for now.
See ya.